Yeah, consider your mobile phone. Okay, in your mobile phone there are
Okay, sir.
many things which are running. One is SMS application will be running if you start and run it in the background, and
Yes.
there are multiple processes like SMS, WhatsApp application. Each one will have not only single process; it will have multiple process. Okay,
Mm.
WhatsApp application and telephony application or the Chrome browser. Yeah, there are multiple processes which are running. Okay,
Yes.
so there is only one single CPU. And how do you run multiple
Yes.
processes on a single CPU? Can you think of it? Is there any way? You know, right? There is only one CPU which
Yes, sir.
uh, executes the code sequentially by line, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. See, one way we can do it is we can have one process, okay, which schedules the other processes. For example,
Oh,
consider you have 10 processes which are there in your system which needs to be run.
oh,
Okay, there is one
oh,
process which will launch that process, which will launch another process, and which will take care of killing of another process, and which will take care of allocating the resources for another processes. That is called a scheduler.
oh,
Okay,
okay, sir.
you got my point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, the process schedule take care of scheduling, dispatching the other processes, and the communication between process to process happens by using interprocess communication. So these are, see, don't go deeply into all these things, just understand what is an OS will have memory
Okay,
manager
sir.
and a process scheduler and a file system is required. You have files to be stored, right? You have around 500 GB or 1 terabyte hard disk with NTFS or FAT32 or something like that, and those needs to be organized properly. The file
Yes,
system
sir.
takes care of the file management. Okay. And the input output manager takes care of the data in and data outgoing. I mean the device interfacing part. The network manager takes care of networking part. Okay. So an operating system is
Oh,
collection of things: application, memory manager, scheduler, IPC, file system, input output manager, and network manager.
file system.
Okay,
Okay.
let's see the Linux architecture. Okay, yeah, going more into this. Yeah, let's go to Linux architecture and let's go deeply. Okay,
Okay, sir.
architecture of the Linux. Let's go to javapoint.com. We'll see. See, Masood, one thing I want to clear: you have seen different blocks, right? File system manager, memory manager, input output scheduler, and all these things. They
Yes,
are
sir.
all nothing but the C code. They are written in C actually. Masood, are you able to hear me?
Oh,
Masood?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you're able to hear me, right? Yeah. This is the architecture of the
Yes.
Linux operating system. This is visualized as this circle.
Okay.
Hardware, see, hardware is at the center. Kernel is a piece of the code. Kernel and driver is the piece of the code which directly interacts with the hardware. They are again written in C, and there is a shell.
Yes, sir.
It needs not to be shell actually. Yeah, assume this is a shell, and applications are around this. Okay. For example, if I want to open a audio sound device and if I want to play some song, I need to call the functions of the kernel API.
Okay, sir.
You got my point. I need to call the functions of kernel API, and kernel API will interact with the hardware. And applications are not
Okay.
directly allowed to interact with hardware. This is how it is designed actually. See, for example, you have seen printf, right? The very
Okay.
basic example. How you access printf function? You include stdio.h, and that printf function is declared in stdio.h,
Yes, sir.
and
Standard.
you can access
Yes,
printf
sir.
in the main.c. I mean your application. Similar way, you can include
Yes, sir.
the headers here and call the function.
Hmm.
Okay, I will give an example. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let's open. This is also one reputed site. Okay, Geeks for Geek, and this one also you can refer once after you become the expert.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, let's see the code here. I'm opening a file here. Okay, open file.txt. Okay,
Hmm.
this is to open. Let me take another example. Yeah, open the file and open the file. This opens the file actually. This calls the kernel API internally.
Hmm.
When you call open from your main function, this calls the corresponding system function in the kernel, because kernel is directly interactable with the hardware
Okay.
because it has to access the hard disk where the file is stored. By using read, you can read the content of the file.
Yes, sir.
I will tell you in detail about open, read, write, and
Okay.
all these things. Okay. But what I'm trying to tell you is this is how
Okay, sir.
you can include a header and you can call the APIs, and these APIs call the kernel API here, and this interacts with the hardware. You got the flow, right?
Hmm. Hardware. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So again, don't get confused. Okay, this is again, this is something like a stdio.h or some. It is a collection of source code. Kernel is a collection of source code, and application is again a collection of source code, which are in different language. Some applications will be in Java, some applications will be in C. But all these things
Yes,
go
sir.
through the kernel source code to access the hardware. Ultimately, we have to access the resources and use them effectively.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's discuss about operators and expressions. Okay. So till now we
Okay, sir.
discussed which topics you remember, Masood. Let me recall whatever we discussed. So let's open gedit. Okay, gedit is very comfortable
Okay,
for
sir.
you guys. So we discussed basics, architecture of computer,
Linux.
then Moore's law, digital circuits,
Yes, sir.
then what else we discussed? Memory, organization, then data types,
Hmm.
then control structures, variables, variables and constants, then loops, then what else we discussed?
Loops.
These topics we discussed in
Structures, sir.
detail. Okay. Control structures, I mean. Structures actually we have not yet studied. I
Yes.
just gave a brief introduction. Okay, what else?
Okay, sir.
Functions. Functions we discussed. Memory organization, yeah. One more is data memory and code memory. These topics we discussed. Yeah. So let's discuss about operators and expressions today. Operators and expressions.
Okay.
Okay. So Masood, what are the operators, in general in math? See, maths is full of operators, right? Operators and expressions. You'll have addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and brackets, and many things. All these are operators, which operates on,
Addition, subtraction, greater, smaller.
yeah, greater, smaller.
Yes, sir.
And yeah, expressions are nothing but combination of operands and operators. Okay.
Okay.
Expression, combination of operators and operands. Okay. Yeah. Let's discuss what are the different operators which are supported in operations which are supported in C. One is, okay, addition is supported, subtraction is supported,
Okay.
addition, subtraction, division, remainder, that is modulus operator,
Multiplication.
then increment, decrement, then what else? What are the other arithmetic operators which are supported? Let's see. Okay, these things I could remember. Then there is a comma operator, and then logical operators. One is AND, OR,
Or
XOR, and complement. Okay. So these are not logical. These are arithmetic. These are bitwise operators. Okay. Logical operators and 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 or and negate. These are logical operators. Okay.
oh,
I will just explain these things. You remember, right? Addition,
yes, sir.
subtraction,
Yes.
we know actually. Division also we know, and modulus you know. So for example, 5 modulus 2 is 1 actually. So it calculates the remainder actually. 5 by
One
2 is
remainder.
2.5,
Yes, sir.
2.58. Yeah. So the remainder is 1. So this is to calculate the remainder. Okay. This increment and decrement operators we used in the for loop. For example, I plus plus
Yes,
is
sir.
equal
Yes.
to I is equal to I plus 1. This we discussed. Okay.
Yes.
And now let's come to comma operator. Comma operator we have used. For example, scanf. Yeah, I will take you comma operator at the last. Okay. Bitwise operators. Okay. Bitwise operators. Do you remember all these operations? And,
Yes,
or,
sir.
XOR, and complement. And is nothing but, yeah, it depends on the operands. So, and in C, and is denoted by and. For example, A and B. C is equal to A and B,
Oh,
where A and B are bitwise. I mean, it does the bitwise operations on this term. So R is C is equal to A or B. Okay. And then XOR C is equal to A XOR B. Okay. Then what else? Complement. C is
complement.
equal to complement of A. This is a complement symbol.
Oh,
Okay. So these are the bitwise operators. And there are two operators we left actually. One is shift right and the other one is shift left. For example, C is equal to A, shift right, 2. C is equal to A, left shift, 2. Are you able to guess what are these operations?
yes, sir.
Consider a value 3, okay?
2 will be. Oh, sir.
Consider the value 3, okay? How do you represent in binary? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1.
1.
Okay. This you are able to understand, right? So if you left
Yes,
right
sir,
shift
yes.
this one right times, 2 times, okay? If you write this number 2 times right side, what happens? So it is 0, 0, 0, 0 because
Oh,
the 1 will go out. So if you left shift, what happens? 0, 3.
no. First 2 zeros will be left out, sir.
Yeah. 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 1, 1, 0, 0.
1 1
Right?
0 0.
So it is 0. How much? 8, 4. 12.
12, sir. Will be 12.
Yeah. So no, it's not 12. 0, 8,
8 4 2 1, sir.
C actually. It's C, hexagonal representation. In hexagon,
Oh,
in hexadecimal numbers, 10 is A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and 15 is F.
oh.
Okay. So it will be, so if you convert to decimal, it will be large number. So it actually, so what happens is when you are shifting right, it multiplies, it divides actually. When you're shifting left, it multiplies.
Mm.
So instead of multiplying, it takes more time. If you shift and if you use shift operators, the operations will be faster. That's how these bitwise operations will be used because they are very quicker. Okay.
Yes.
So we saw left shift and right shift. Yeah, logical and logical OR we will say. Okay. Let's write a code. Okay, let's write a code called compare.c. Okay. Oh, Vim is not there. Normally, I edit the code in Vim because I'm a Vim expert. Include the header.
Mm.
Include stdio.h in main. The same code, right? Return
Yes,
0.
sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So this code compares two numbers. Let's see 3 numbers. Let's write a code to compare 3 numbers. Okay. What is the first job? Let's take the input from the user. Printf, enter 2 numbers. 2 or 3? 3, right?
3 numbers.
3 numbers. Yeah, let's declare the variables. Int a comma b comma c. Scanf %d comma address of a comma address of b. I have a third number as well. %d comma address of c. So numbers are available in a and b and c now. Yeah,
Yes.
we have to use control structures here. If a is greater than B, and this is logical and A is greater than C. Printf A is larger. So similarly, we can write conditions for B and C. Okay. B is greater than C and B is greater than A. Then C is greater than A and C is greater than B. So here C and B, and let's try to print it. You got right. So let's compile
Yes,
this.
sir.
We know how to compile. GCC minus O compare compare.c. So there is a warning here. Let's see what is the warning. So format is not included. Line number 10. Yeah. Here
Sir, we must
actually
include else.
percentage D is missing. The warning is from line number 15. Okay.
Okay.
So let's compile. Yeah, it's compiled without error. We have
Sir,
compare.
writing C program in this Linux is different, sir.
See, the code is same, right?
I mean, we are using exclamation marks here, sir. So
Where?
in the code, sir, in printf.
This one.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm just added just to give some expression to the.
Okay, sir. Okay.
You can remove this actually. I just added
Okay.
as an expression.
Okay.
Works. Yeah. Let's run this. Okay. Compare. Enter three numbers. I will enter 11, 12, and 13. So 13 is larger. C is larger. It has printed
Okay,
properly.
sir.
So this is the use of logical operators. What I'm trying to tell you is, this is the name itself will conclude you if you know bitwise operations. Okay, and this condition is true, and the second condition is also true. If that is true, and this whole things become true, and it executes this statement. Okay, so we discussed
Oh,
logical and logical OR is similar. So if you add OR here, if you add OR here, if A is greater than B or A is greater than C, if any of this condition is true, then it comes to this. If any of this, one of this, but and both the conditions should be true. You got right?
true. Yes, sir.
Okay, did you complete the assignment, Masood?
Yes, sir. I completed, sir.
Okay, yeah. Send the code to me. Okay.
Okay, sir.
What else we is left? Comma operator is left, no? Yeah. There is
Yes, sir.
something called as precedence and associativity. Yeah, I will tell you what is precedence and associativity. This is also important. Okay. The precedence is nothing but the order of evaluation of operators in an expression. So it is order of evaluation. Associativity means this is precedence, okay. Associativity is nothing but order of evaluation of the expression in the with the same precedence operators. Okay, let me explain you in detail.
Mhm.
For example, consider C is equal to A plus B plus C plus D plus E. Okay. So how do you think? See, this statement will get executed. So whether it is
Yes,
going
sir.
to add from left to right or from right to left, there is a
From
confusion,
left to
right?
right, sir.
Yeah, check it in the table. Okay, check it in the table. What is the precedence for associativity for this expression? This is associativity actually. Order of evaluation of expressions operators with same precedence. Plus is having the same precedence, but it is multiple times used. How it is going to execute from left to right or right to left? Find it, okay?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah. And for example, in this case, A plus B plus D and plus E, whether this is going to increment first or it adds all these things and then it gets incremented. So if the precedence of increment operator is more than the precedence of addition operator, that's why
Addition of the.
first increment happens and then addition happens.
Okay, sir.
You understood, right? What is precedence and what is associativity?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Associativity means the order of evaluation of the expression with the same precedence. Okay, I will show you a table here. Okay. In Java Point, where is this? Yeah, we have to go to this one. There's a table here. So these postfix means after the operand operator is there. So I plus plus is postfix
Mhm.
and plus plus I is prefix.
Prefix. Okay.
Okay. Postfix left to right and unary operators right to left. Multiplication, division, and remainder operator left to right. There is a table. You don't need to learn deeply all these things. Okay, but if you have a
Okay, sir.
knowledge of all these things, it will be good. Because I will come to this all these things later. Okay, in deeply.